I want to go ahead and go back and point out that not only the Incredible Hulk 600 came out, but Amazing Spider-Man 600 came out. Two very cool titles, and that is about where the likeness ends, okay? Amazing Spider-Man was awesome. We got a new look at Dr. Octopus and how he operates, and I gotta admit, I enjoyed it. It was cool seeing a fresh spin on this character, and it made me really excited to know that I've read in places that now that Brand New Day has kind of got its own legs, it's running, and it's efficient, we're going to start seeing some of the older characters as opposed to all the new villains. And you know, and these people's twists on, when I say these people, I mean the webheads, as they call them, the writers and artists, the collective unit, see their twists on these classic characters. And I gotta say, this was a great start. And I also want to say that this title was $5, and Marvel, I mean, this is how you do it. There is not a single page in here that is fucking reprints. Do you got me? Not a single page. This whole title is new material. That's how you do it. The Stan Lee, Marcos Martin stuff was really fun. I love Marcos Martin's art. Seeing him on Spider-Man again made me happy. Just, I mean, overall, I mean, what is not to like? You got John Romita Jr., you got Dan Slott, you got Stan Lee, you got Marcos Martin. Fuck, who else am I leaving out here? I mean, because there's a lot here. I mean, you've got great, like, covers you'll never see. You got Mark Waid. God, I mean, just overall, amazing stuff. Marvel, I make a giant plea to you here. Give us more of this and less of Incredible Hulk 600, okay? If you're going to do an anniversary issue or a special issue and you want to add extra content, awesome. But please make it fresh, make it new. On that note, let's make a little beer intro. We got Red Chair IPA. I'm going to go ahead and refill this while we talk. I hope you don't mind. If you want, this is a good opportunity to fill yours. Alright. So, yeah, so I guess that's what I got to say about that. That's my reviews for the week. And agree, disagree, click the button below for comments and let me know. I would love to hear what you guys think each week is your favorite. What's your favorite title this week? Out of all of these, out of what you read, I'd love to know. So, having said that, I'm going to go ahead and let you know what my favorite of the week were. Okay. First, for cover of the week, I went with Unwritten #1. It's so unique. I mean, you see all the words coming out of the book here, and they travel up, and they've just trapped this guy. And when you read the story, and you look at this cover, they fit together so well. It basically tells you what the comic's about in a very subtle and creative way, okay? And that's when covers work well, is when they're done creatively and for a purpose. Alright, you don't get just like a splash page of some kind of scene and you're like, oh, okay, I know what's happening in there. And it's just like blunt hitting, you know, it's just beat over your head and you know what's happening. This is just a great subtle way of saying, hey, look at me, I am a very neat looking cover, pick me up, okay? So you get that initial look and feel, you pick it up, you read it, and you go back and look at it and you go, huh, that's pretty fucking clever. So, best cover of the week goes to The Unwritten. Alright. Next up, best arting, I gave to X-Force 17. I really enjoyed Mike Choi's art. I really did. Just great stuff here. Look at this. You got X-23 there. Let's see if we can find you some more since it's best arting. Oh shit, a little risque action there. Rain's getting her puppy on. I don't want to get too deep in this because I don't want to ruin it. You get Surge. Cool shit. I mean, Surge looks wicked there. I mean, you get the electricity rays in the hair. Looks gnarly. And so overall, I mean, I got to give it to X-Force 17. Great stuff. I'm really happy that they're out of the Messiah War stuff. I mean, the artist really hasn't changed. But I did dig this art. And that issue. Alright. Next up, best writing. I'm giving to The Immortal Weapons, Fat Cobra. Jason Aaron, like I said, knocked this out the box. You go into this issue expecting whatever you want to expect, and I guarantee you didn't get it. but in a good way, okay? You go into this, and you know probably this much, you know a shot glass full, okay, about Fat Cobra. When you leave, you got a pint glass full. And it doesn't disappoint. It really doesn't. It's a really good issue. And the writing, I'm giving it, over some other stuff that maybe I enjoyed a little bit more as an entirety. But just the writing by Jason Aaron was fantastic in that he was able to flesh out an entire character in one issue. He gave the character meaning and breathed life right into it. I mean, just... and Fat Cobra got fat, and the way he is. So, I don't know what else to say. I really, if you're not picking up Iron Fist, if you didn't pick up Iron Fist, go back and pick up the trades really, go pick those up. And if you're not feeling like trades, you want to get single issues, it's worth your money. It really is. I'm not going to lie to you. But these Immortal Weapons, if the other ones can live up to this, that's great. Because you do get a fully realized character coming out of Immortal Weapons, #1 with Fat Cobra. So, mad props. Alright, next, we have the best overall issue. This happens rarely, but it does happen, and I know there's people hemming and hawing over this nonsense, like, oh, he's biased, blah, blah, blah. But, sometimes it does happen. So, my #1 issue overall this week was Green Lantern 44. And you're going, what the fuck? That didn't get best cover, it didn't get best writing, it didn't get best arting, but you can't argue that #1, the cover isn't cool, because it is cool, it's just not the coolest. You can't argue that the art isn't good, okay? Let's get you a little better shot than that one. Look at that, you got rib cage, that's Batman's rib cage! Bruce Wayne's rib cage, that's fucked up and twisted, son! So you can't argue that the art is bad, because it sure as shit ain't. And you can't argue that the writing's bad. I just wouldn't say that in any individual fashion that it's the best. But as an entire whole, I think that comic was the best comic I read this week. It's one of the few that I geeked out during, and I'm a geek, and I like geeking out. I'm not going to lie, I'm a fanboy. What more do you want? I do like the Green Lantern, but it's not because it's a Green Lantern comic. It just was really good. And I'm sure there's some of you that disagree, but for me personally, and this is Burpee's Comic Asylum, so if you inmates are getting restless, then, hit the comments, let me have it. Be like, hey, fuck you, man, that's not the best. But for me, this week, that was my best overall. It was a cool issue. The art, I looked over it all and enjoyed it. Ivan Rice killed it. Or Doug Menke, sorry. Doug Monkey, however you want to pronounce his name. Just overall good stuff. I did enjoy it. So that was my best overall title. Again, click the comments if you disagree. I would love to hear other people's opinions.